Hello everyone, you are with Big P and welcome to my newest video where I'm going to show you some epic fighting from House Knight Glory of server 117 against some very strong house from server 1310. I have been playing with my main account over there and I have been sending all the fights that I found interesting during the championship battle. So let's start with this fight between BugSaul and against a Lich player. Now this player has 8 stars gear equipment on the warlocks and 7 stars on the stalkers. BugSaul has 6 star only unlocked on his snipers and also 6 stars on his mechs. About the dragon, he's using an Onyx hero predation against another Onyx of hero predation. Let's watch it out. Let's just check the formations a little before the battle starts. We can see he have his dragon a bit forward and it will be interesting because I believe that the Lich player will tag the dragon and try to kill it. There are like 4 group of warlocks that can easily reach the dragon. So let's see how BugSaul is going to play and protect the dragon. He's starting with Rakshas Lanterns as first spell and followed by Rufio Jump on the warlocks. And interesting that the Lich player still didn't tag his dragon. I'm not paying much attention to the Lich player since I will be covering the winning side. He have used spray and ray from Jack and pretty much the fight is over at this point. Really well played. We can see the nuking side of the Lich player was different from BugSaul and he didn't manage to breach it. Another fight is where BugSaul is losing against another Dwarf player. We have already seen his gear. This one has 8 stars on snipers and 7 stars on mechs. He's using Azure Dragon with hero predation, quite high dragonic, so let's watch it out. Now we are going to, as I said, I will be covering the winning side. They both have the dragons straight forward, but the thing is that, as you can see, BugSaul doesn't have any snipers in front of the enemy dragon, so it will be quite a problem for him to take the dragon down, while the opponent player, he has 2 sets of snipers that can easily reach BugSaul dragon. He's starting with gun earthquake on the dragon and the snipers behind, followed by Rufio jump on the same spot of his gun earthquake, and now he's using the artifact on Nora. As you can see, he already breached the tank side of BugSaul Now he's using the Rakshas lanterns quite late in the game. BugSaul somehow managed to clear these snipers, and he had his dragon alive for quite some time. Very interesting fight with some different formations. BugSaul is using 4 sets of snipers and the opponent is using 5 sets of snipers. Interesting battle. Now this is the most interesting battle of the Wall Championship fight. Just look at this. I don't know how Crusher managed to do this. We are going to watch it and find out how he beat this guy. He has 10-star snipers and he has 10 stars max. This is incredible performance by Crusher. The opponent is using Onyx Hero Predation Dragon. As for Crusher, he has 8-star snipers and 7 stars max. I'm very excited to watch this fight. What is the difference in the formations is that the opponent is using 2 sets of snipers. They have different position for dragons. Crusher have his dragon straight forward while the opponent has it behind a set of mechs. So let's move to Crusher's side and see what kind of spells he used. He's starting with Rakshas lanterns on his snipers, then he jumped with Rufio on the snipers, and then he tagged his dragon. Very interesting, the dragon got smoked because he has plenty of snipers in front of the opponent dragon. This is very interesting, just look at it. These mechs are not taking any damage. Although the dragon has died, the strong side of the opponent is already breached. He loses so many heroes. Yeah, this is incredible. Well played, my friend Crusher. This is some epic performance. Just look at it. This is crazy. He still have so many snipers alive, and the dragon is alive, and those mechs are just not dying. This opponent is very powerful. He is currently rank 3 in Duel Tower. Really well played. This fight would have almost gone to a timeout. And I haven't seen a timeout between 2 dwarf players, especially at this high core power. Once again, this was an amazing battle. Now something interesting again. I'm going to show you Sylvari fights, because nowadays it's so rare to see Sylvari players. The Lich player, I think that I have already shown this one. He has a level 7 on his deers, a level 8 on trees, a level 7 on mushrooms, and a level 7 on worms. As for the dragons, an Onyx Hero Predation from the opponent and Azure Hero Predation from my housemate. Now let's see how the Sylvari are playing. Very interesting. He starts with Yip Tornado, The opponent has stacked his dragon. Another interesting part, he used the Bane charge into the warlocks and he tagged the Ophelia. So Bane, this is very interesting. Bane has charged into these warlocks and moved towards Ophelia, dragging the warlocks to attack him, and his dragon is safe, not taking any damage. Now this is something that I have never done, but it's very interesting. This is very interesting strategy to counter a Lich tag dragon. And by this point the fight is over. And let's move to the next one. Now Crusher again against Dwarf player. I have only shared the fights that are close to each other with core power. Now look at this. This is almost same formation from both sides. They have strong versus strong side. So let's see how Crusher is playing against this setup. He used Rufio jump straight away. And the snipers are just blowing out everything. He's using Rakshas Lanterns now. The opponent dragon is dead and it's game over. Basically when Dwarf is meeting another Dwarf, in this situation, strong versus strong side, the fight is being decided in the first 5 or 10 seconds. This was a very quick battle, unlike the previous one from Crusher. Another fight from our Sylvari player against a Dwarf this time. 2 Azure Dragons with hero predation. So let's watch this one, how he's playing against a Dwarf race. Now as you can see, he has his dragon far in the back. Let's go and see. He start with Yip Tailwind again. I'm sorry, with Tornado. And he used Denji less stability. The Dwarf player also has stacked his dragon and he jumped with Rufio right after. It's crazy how big nuke the Sylvari are having at the moment. Okay, let's move to the next fight. Carlos Oms against a Lich player. Level 8 Warlocks and level 7 Skeletons. Onyx Dragon with hero predation. As for Carlos, he has level 8 Snipers, level 7 Mechs. They both have exactly same power of gear equipment. Carlos has a bit higher dragon. He's using an Onyx hero predation. So let's check out the fight. Carlos is using dragon straightforward against a Lich race. So let's see what happens in this battle. He starts with Rakshas Lanterns, and this is interesting that the Lich player has stacked his dragon, so I want to see how he's going to manage it. His dragon is already so low, and he jumped with Rufio on the Warlocks, and look at this. He just destroyed the two sets of warlocks facing his dragon, and now his dragon is just recovering health. This is a gambling strategy, because if you tag the dragon and don't kill it, pretty much it will cost you a loss. Yeah, so enemy dragon has died. Carlos managed to save his dragon very nicely. Well played, Carlos, bro. And let's check a couple of more fights. I don't know, my chat has bugged, I can't open the fights. I don't know what's going on. It seems that we always have trouble. I can't open the fights anymore. I don't know what is the problem. Probably there is a huge lag. I just pressed many times and it wasn't opening anything, and now you can see the game have opened pretty much everything I have clicked. So I will just clear this mess I caused. Now this is another fight between the opponent top player against one of our higher players. He almost have a level 10 gear on archers, a level 8 gear on swords, a level 7 gear on horses. As for the opponent, I have already shown his gear equipment. He have bought 10 stars equipment on snipers and mechs. So let's see how it goes. The opponent is starting with Rakshas lanterns. On the archers, he's trying to slow down their attack, and he is just playing with Rufio. First he jumped and then he started whirlwinding around. Quite interesting fight. Humans are getting more and more used, and it's always nice to see many different races in duel tower and championship fights. Now some of our lower core players. Orchid, who has level 8 stars gear equipment on snipers and 7 stars gear equipment on mechs, against very similar power to his. As I said, I'm only trying to show fair fights. Onyx Dragon with hero predation against Onyx Dragon with hero predation as well on both sides. So let's see how Orchid has played. He started with Rakshas lanterns, followed by Rufio jump, very interesting. He's using gun, thorns. I don't know if this is a replay bug or not. Now they have both tagged their dragons. The enemy dragon has died way sooner than Orchid's dragon. They have both snipers alive, but also the opponent mechs have died way earlier than Orchid. Another interesting fight. So there are a couple of more, so I'm going just to skip some to make it the video much shorter. One fight from one of our best fighters, Blick. He has 10 stars gear equipment on archers, 10 stars gear equipment on swords, and 7 stars equipment on healers, against 9 stars snipers and 7 stars mechs. Basically all of the fights that Blick has done, they have just deployed one hero. The opponent is using Azure Dragon with hero predation, while Blick has Onyx Dragon, I believe, with hero predation. This is the best option, so every top player has one. So very interesting. Let's see how our humans are playing. He started with army mirror artifact on the archers. And I have probably missed his second ability. Now he's using Rakshas lanterns. The dragon of the enemy has already died and he's just melting everything in front of him. Interesting strategy. As you can see, most of the players have their own way of spell sequence. Now let's check this one. Level 8 gear equipment on snipers, level 7 gear equipment on mechs, against level 7 gear equipment on snipers and level 7 gear equipment on mechs. As for the dragon, this player has Azure hero predation against Onyx hero predation. So as you can see, the weaker player has won. He's using 4 set of snipers against 5 set of snipers, so let's watch it out. And another interesting part is that they meet strong versus strong side, so let's see how the winner of this match has played. He started with Rakshas lanterns. The bot dragons have dropped so quick, and then he's jumped with Rufio on the snipers. The opponent dragon has died, and as I said, Dwarf versus Dwarf, the fight is getting decided early on if they meet strong versus strong side. Interesting one. The lower core player managed to nuke him down way sooner. And one more fight of our Sylvari player against their top player. I have already shown the gear equipment previously of bot players, so let's see how it goes this one. He's starting with Rakshas lanterns, and he jumped with Rufio behind the dragon. Another interesting strategy, and he now tagged the opponent dragon, and look at this. As soon as the snipers getting reach of the dragon, they just melt him. Okay, this was all about the fights. I'm just going to quickly show you the fight, the matchup I was showing. And I want to congratulate to all the winners that have advanced to round of 8, and also I want to congratulate the houses that have lost in this round. Good job for reaching this far, and keep improving and getting stronger and get better result in next championship season. Thank you very much. Hopefully you have enjoyed in all the fighting action I have shown in this video, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much and see you.